My parents refused to come to my wedding, unless my brother, who assaulted me, is invited too. My mother said it while I was picking bridesmaid colors. Casual, like she was reading a grocery list. We can't in good conscience come if Corbin isn't there, she said. He's your brother. Family is family. I'm 27. I have a scar on my collarbone from where the bone came through the skin, and my mother wanted me to seat the man who put it there 3 tables from my cake. I told her I needed to think about it and hung up before my voice could break. I sat on my kitchen floor until my fiancé Theo's key turned in the lock, and he found me there, crouching down and pressing his hand flat against my back before he even asked what happened. We got engaged 14 months ago. Theo's an electrician, runs his own outfit, the steadiest person I've ever known, which is exactly what I needed after growing up in a house where love came with conditions nobody wrote down. We set the wedding for the 3rd Saturday in October at a barn venue called the Aldermere. Theo talked me into inviting my parents at all, said I could invite them without inviting Corbin, that boundaries didn't have to mean burning the whole house down. I believed there was a version of this where they just came, sat quietly, and went home. I was 21 the night it happened, home from college, still sleeping in my old room down the hall from Corbin's. He was 25, already the golden boy of our father's construction company. He came home drunk on a Tuesday in December, and I asked him if he'd taken $40 out of my purse. He got in my face at the top of the stairs, and when I put my hand up just to put space between us, he shoved me. I don't remember the fall, only the sound my own body made hitting the 3rd step, then the 5th, then the landing. A neighbor walking her dog heard the screaming and called the police herself, because nobody inside that house was calling anyone. I woke up in the ambulance with my collarbone broken clean through, 2 cracked ribs, and a concussion. My parents bailed him out before sunrise. By the time I was discharged, the language in our house had already shifted from what he did to you into what happened between you two. My mother called the prosecutor's office, asking how to withdraw my statement before I'd even been fitted for my second cast. My father sat me down with a printout of Corbin's plea deal, like it was a permission slip he needed my signature on. I held out 4 months before I caved. 21, financially dependent, completely alone in a family that had already decided which version of events they were going to live with. Corbin took a diversion deal, 12 months of counseling, a sealed record. 3 years ago it came off his record entirely, like it had never happened, like the metal plate in my shoulder was something I'd invented for attention. I moved out the second I graduated. 6 years of distance, 1 stiff Christmas visit a year, and it worked, until the phone call about the wedding. 2 days later, my Aunt Carol texted me out of nowhere, saying weddings were about family, that holding grudges only poisoned the person holding them. My cousin Odette, who works in accounting at my father's company, sent me a screenshot with no caption. Corbin's Instagram, him, his wife, their toddler at a park, captioned something about how excited he was for a family wedding coming up this fall. 3 heart emojis. He hadn't been invited. Nobody had told him he was invited. 41 people had already liked it, including my mother, including 2 cousins who used to babysit me. I called her to get a straight answer. She said Corbin just assumed, the way any brother would assume he'd be welcome at his own sister's wedding. I asked if she remembered the sound I made hitting the landing at the bottom of those stairs. She went quiet, then said I'd always had a flair for the dramatic, that Corbin told her himself he only meant to scare me, not hurt me, like intent could reach backward through 6 years and unfracture a bone. That's when an email that was never meant to reach me landed in my inbox instead, sent to the wrong address by mistake. Full story is only on Spotify. Search BearyReads and follow.